I literally went to work 4 days post-op. We gotta do that over. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa, and if you haven't already, please take the time to subscribe to my channel. I posted a poll on my Instagram story a couple of days ago asking my followers what they would rather see video-wise, my surgery experience or basically like my hair care routine and how like I got my hair to grow so quickly because I had surgery a year ago and I cut my hair off a year ago. So I'll probably still make the natural hair video, but I'll probably just do that a little later, or I might make it today, who knows. Okay, let's jump right into the video. So I had surgery about a year ago. So my surgery date was actually September 11th. So just I'm like shy like a month. So I'm 11 months post-op technically, and what I had done was I had liposuction, I had Jplasma, and I had fat transferred to my breasts and my hips and my butt. So if you know me, you know that I've always like had a butt, like I've always had like a shape. By no means was I ever like a box, like box shaped, never. So I always had a shape. So a lot of people were like asking me like, oh, why did you get this done, blah blah blah. And it wasn't necessarily to like create a shape because I already had a shape. It was more so to enhance the shape that I already had. A couple of years ago I did gain like a lot of weight, and then I ended up losing that before like I ended up losing the majority of that weight prior to my surgery. So I didn't have to really gain any weight for my surgery. I was 145. Yeah, I was 145 prior to my surgery, and I'm currently 140. So the surgery really didn't affect my weight. It really, typically liposuction doesn't. It's not a weight loss procedure. It's not about wanting to lose weight. Liposuction is more so like a sculpting procedure than like a weight loss procedure. So that's not why I had liposuction done, because a lot of people keep asking me like, well, why did you have this done? You're not like a large girl. And you're right, I'm not. But it was more so for like sculpting purposes. So the main reason why I had surgery was because I wanted I wanted like a breast enhancement without having to get implants. So I opted for a more natural breast augmentation. So basically what my doctor did was he took fat from my abdomen, and he took some fat from my lower back as well, and my inner thighs, and we transferred that fat to my breast. So I did go up like a cup size, about a cup size. After all the swelling went down, it went up about a cup size. And we put some of that fat, not too much, in my butt because obviously I had a nice shape. What he more so did was he sculpted out like my backside to give me a better projection. So he did like some lipo to my lower back to create kind of like that that arch, and then it enhances the projection that you already have, and some people might not have that. So he'll probably add, your doctor will probably add more fat in those cases. But I still do. I have like a nice shape and a nice canvas to work on. I just so happened to work for this plastic surgeon. So if you're interested in having like this procedure done, or you know, just coming in for a consultation, you can DM me on my Instagram. I'll have it down below. Because I work for this doctor, I don't really want people knowing where I work necessarily. So you can DM me privately, and I can send you over the information if you're serious and you're interested. But I feel like I just jumped into that. This chair like moves so much. Okay, I feel like I just jumped into that and went on like a ramble. So let me start from the beginning. So I had a consultation with my doctor, and I let him know like more so what my concerns were. I was more I can't talk today. I was more so wanting the natural like breast augmentation, so I explained that to him, and that does involve obviously a mini liposuction, so he was gonna do some lipo anyways. So we just decided to you know, sculpt out some of those problem areas I had, like my stomach. Like I don't know, I just feel like my stomach is like one of like my problem areas. Like no matter how much like weight I lose or whatever, like I feel like I never have that flat stomach, and I still don't have that. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with like after my surgery, like how I was eating. I kind of felt like I didn't need to work out afterwards, and that's like the worst thing you can do, because I did end up putting on some weight and kind of feeling like even worse about my body a little bit, because I didn't I just didn't maintain my results. Now I've been doing like a keto, so I haven't really lost weight. I'm still 140, but I feel like a lot of that weight is muscle, because I weight lift. And but I feel like a lot leaner. Like when I look in the mirror, I can tell that I'm more compact and more compressed, whereas the weight before was probably more fat than muscle. Okay, but anyways, I'm getting off topic. Okay, oh my god, it's hot in here. Okay, so where was I? Okay, I was talking about the consultation. So I went into the consultation, I told him what my concerns were. My breasts, I wanted a natural breast augmentation. I didn't really, and I still don't want to get implants. There may be a time in the future where I might have to. Well, no one has to do any of it. So on the surgery day, it was a little nerve-wracking. I mean, it was a little nerve-wracking. I wasn't too like nervous about anything, because obviously I work there and I know the people. But you know, like you get a little nervous. But once I like went to sleep, like once I was put under anesthesia, it's like I felt like no time went by. Like I woke up like this, and in reality I was asleep for like 6 hours. Like he really took his time. And when I woke up from the anesthesia, like my boyfriend was there, and I wasn't in too much pain, but I was in a little bit of pain. So I let the nurse know. She gave me a little bit of more medication, and then I probably stayed in recovery for about 2 hours, and then we went home. My boyfriend drove me home, and he took care of me for the first 3 days. Now I do want to say that you definitely need someone to take care of you for at least the first 3 days. If you can do more, then that's even 4 like max. You don't really need, I didn't really need any help after the 4th day. I was still in pain, but I could like get by myself. Like I was driving the 4th day. Like I went to work. I literally went to work 4 days post-op. And it wasn't like, it wasn't weird, because I obviously work in the industry and they know what I had done, and yeah, so it wasn't weird. But I was like a little uncomfortable, because I sit all day, and getting up and sitting down, getting up and sitting down, that was like the worst thing for me, because I think the most painful portion of the recovery process was like my lower back, where he did some aggressive lipo. My back was so sore for like a month. Like I'm not even kidding. But it was like almost unbearable for like that first week. But I managed. The first 3 days were the worst. So if you are planning on having this procedure done, make sure you have someone with you for at least the first 3 days. My boyfriend took care of me for the first 3 days. And then also make sure you stay on top of your medication, because if you don't, like that pain will hit you like a ton of bricks. Like literally, I went in for my day 1 post-op. Yeah, so day 1 post-op, I went in, I took my medication, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, I was feeling like Superwoman or something. Like I was fine at first, and then the medication wore off, and like all that pain hit me like a ton of bricks. Like it was so much pain. So make sure you stay up on your medication. Like they tell you to take it every so often. I don't remember what the schedule was, but your caretaker should be like, my boyfriend had like a schedule, and I don't know what happened, if we like got off of schedule or whatever the case was, but I was in a lot of pain. And so I think the first, or I don't know if that's considered the second day, whatever, that was like the most painful and uncomfortable day for me. By Saturday, I was still in a lot of pain, but that day I went to go get my first lymphatic massage. I did a total of 3 massages. The more the merrier. The more you can do, the better. So they basically kind of massage out some of that fluid, and it really helps with the healing process. It was a little uncomfortable because I was only day 1 post-op, and I was still very sore. So someone touching me, it wasn't like a relaxing massage. Like they were really like, you know, putting a little bit of pressure in there. But I got through that, and I did a total of 3 of those. And I think that really helped with my healing process, because I felt a lot better after I did the series of 3. And then I also did something called Thermi 250, which is a skin tightening treatment that we offer at my job. So I did one of those, and that also kind of acts as a lymphatic. So I'll say like that's probably like a total of 4 of them, because they're also like kind of massaging the fluid out a little bit, I guess. So yeah, but the more lymphatics you can do, the better. It'll really help with your healing process. They'll have you like wear a compression garment. I bought a couple of those because I think my initial garment was a size large, because I was so like, you will really swell up. I was so swollen when I looked in the mirror. Like I did not even recognize myself. Like I was really swollen, and it didn't help that I was like eating a lot of salt. Like literally I was craving salt. I don't know why, but I was sending my boyfriend out on missions to like get me wings. Like I was craving Wingstop fries, and that's like the saltiest of the saltiest like french fries. Like, but yeah, it was so good. It was so bomb. And I think we had Rubio's like the day after. Like it was like a whole thing. Like I just wanted salty stuff. So I feel like that really, I feel like I have like a brush hair on my face. It's itchy. I feel like I have it all over. I used a different brush today for my makeup, and some of the hairs were shedding. Okay, but anyways, so I feel like that really contributed to how much swelling I had, because I was really swollen. So I went down from a size large compression garment to a size medium, and then I bought a small, and then I ended up buying an extra small, which I didn't end up using. It was way too small. It was way too like tight. So I just stayed in the small, and I think I wore my compression garments for about 6 weeks. And it was like the most annoying thing, but I'm so glad that I did it in like the colder months, because I couldn't imagine like wearing that under my clothes in the summer. The most annoying thing. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure to mention that. I watched some of these videos, and some girls are like, they stopped wearing their compression garments like a week post-op. I'm like, I couldn't even, like, without, like, if I wasn't wearing it, like, it just felt so weird. It was so comforting, but at the same time, it was so annoying, because you have to like pee. There's like a hole cut out, like where your private is, and you have to like pee through that hole, and it can turn into like a whole messy thing, and it was just annoying, honestly. Your results is what your doctor would typically tell you. I started to see my results at like the 4-month mark, and then everything started to progress positively after that. I did start to like gain some weight. Like I wasn't working out. I felt because I had this procedure done that I didn't have to, and I don't know where I got that ideology from, but I wasn't working out, I wasn't consistent. And at that time in my life, a lot of things were going on. Like we ended up moving 2 times, my cat got sick, like a lot of stuff was going on, so I really didn't have time for that. So I did put on some weight, and then a month ago I really like kind of like kickstarted my my fitness and my health journey, and I've been like on this path of like eating healthy. I've been on the keto for like a month and a half. I mean, and yeah, I have some cheat days where I'll eat carbs or whatever, and I went on vacation and I ate what I wanted, but for the most part I'm on keto. Like, I eat a ketogenic diet and I try to work out at least 3 to 4 times a week, and I've really seen like a change in my body, and I'm really happy that I'm maintaining my results now from my procedure. I feel like this video is like all over the place because I was going to like write like this elaborate like script, and not script, but like write down all of my pinpoints, and I was so lazy last night I didn't do it. And then I've been cleaning my apartment all morning, and I got ready because my sister's in town, so we're supposed to go out today, and I wanted to make sure that I recorded this video, but I want to make sure it's good at the same time. If you guys have any like specific questions, like, you guys can hit me up on Instagram, or if you guys want to do like a Q&A and like leave some questions either like down below in the comment section, or again on my IG, we can do that. All right guys, that wraps up the video. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you haven't already, please take the time to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh, I had to force him. You wanna get down? You hate me? I hate you too, huh?